this the one that's over there in New Haven?
Yeah, I've never met them, but they.
I worked with them for a short time over in New Haven when I was over there. They're good guys.
Yeah, everyone that I've talked to that's had things outfitted, so they're phenomenal. So
Good.
It's hard to go away from something that's like that is so good, but it's also.
You think you can get in there quicker?
He says once the vehicle's there, it's 2 weeks.
That's a lot quicker than out there, isn't it? But it's there for a long time, isn't it?
Well, once he gets it in, it's 2 weeks.
But you never know.
But when's he gonna get it in?
Literally,
Oh,
he won't give me a date.
Okay.
And part of it, I think he's right. Like, he's like, I can do, if it's here, I can kind of jump it in when I have time. I can take the front end off and then get it back up. But if it's not here, because that's what I'm like, well, it's no good sitting, right? I can get windows tinted or whatever we're gonna do. Those little odds and ends. He's like, well, no, I need it here because then it's gotta be in line. I'm like, okay, well then can you tell me? I don't know. Like,
I would just do
it'd be
everything.
hard for me to run a business and not have time frame.
Right.
To be able to even say 3 months,
Yeah.
he won't give you that.
Okay. But if the vehicle's sitting over there, it'll be 2 weeks.
That's what he said.
Good for them.
He said when they're sitting there, there's 2 weeks. He said he's not trying to do too many.
Well, they're pretty small right now. I would imagine probably only a couple people.
He's getting some. He's got a good connection with Fort Wayne City, and I don't know if he upfits them. But if you see, he works for that Jordan Laddick from Kelly, and he knew about him too. And I talked to him briefly about it, and because they semi-upfit or buy him up semi-upfit with Kelly through Fort Wayne. It's just a couple lights here and there, but it is something. And then because he can also just he'll do the whole package for you. So he has a deal with one of the Dodge dealers in town, and you can just buy the whole package done with the Dodges. But he doesn't do it with the Chevys because him and Jordan have such a good, kind of, he would be stepping on his business at Kelly, so they just refer each other. Just how he
Makes sense. Welcome to the Cherubusco Town Council meeting. Please stand with me and pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mark Huckle.
Present.
Anthony Van Horn.
Present.
Devin Keener.
Present.
Madeline Dave Bartle.
All right. We're going to open up this meeting with the public hearing for the tower lease for the cell phone tower, potential cell phone tower lease. All right. Hearing no public comment, we'll go ahead and close the public hearing. Approval of minutes a little bit different. It'll be for January 21st and the executive session for February 9th.
Make a motion, we approve minutes for January 21st and February 9th.
Second. We have a motion and a second on the table for the approval of minutes. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, open up the floor for public comment.
So we talked with Paul Hughesman, he's in favor of coming back to the Churubusco doing the festival. And this year we had Robert step up and, decide he would run as president. And what we were gonna come and ask about is, Andy Boxford, he did the INC when Nate became president, if he could update that for us like he did previous.
Okay.
And if you guys would consider covering the insurance again for the festival.
Okay.
And that's
We got dates for that.
10th
through the
10th through the 13th would be June.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's the 10th through the 13th. Yes.
I'm in favor of that. And I'm just speaking for myself right now. But I would like, before I say yes or no, to at least let me look at the budget real quick and just verify that before we say that.
Absolutely.
I would agree with that. It's good.
Yeah, we don't need an answer today.
Okay,
Just
no, we want to be a good partner with you. We want to
Yeah.
try to partnership and that kind of stuff, at least I do, want to make sure that it's a good partnership, so I'd love to do that.
So it's good.
All right, good, I'm glad things are moving along.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, any other public comment? All right, hearing none, we'll go ahead and move to old business. You want to go ahead and start with yours first? Let's go ahead with you.
Sure, okay. There's a couple action items here for
Okay.
council to consider. The first, maybe the easy one, I'll go through the quickest, is the pay application. There's a copy of it there. It's for the water project, Bun Excavating, small pay application for, I think it's $8,920.05. Get what I got written down. That's pay application number 3. That's mainly for the water main work that they've already done, and that covers some seeding and restoration. So of course, you're still owed retainage, but for the most part, that section of the water main there on the west is done, and this would be for seeding and restoration, and we would ask council to consider this for payment.
Gentlemen, you have any other further questions?
No. Make a motion, we approve pay app number 3 for Bun Excavating in the amount of $8,920.05.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second for the approval of pay app number 3. Any further discussion?
No.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
And that's just signed by Mark and Natalie, that comes out of your water bond, that application.
Great.
So the next action item for council to consider is relating to the wastewater project. If you go to this sheet first, I'll try to go through this real quick. You're basically getting really close to your funds being, done or complete. If you recall, the 2 linear projects are done, other than some, I think we got a little bit of restoration that get done, over change. And then the treatment plant, we have to put in the bar screen, and then we have a change order here for you to consider for that gate that Riley wanted. If you recall, there's a slide gate, a large steel slide gate we got to replace. In order to do that, tank's got to be drained, cleaned. You got to buy the gate, install it. Okay. But when you get this close, I wanted to make sure in the last 3 weeks, I've tried to figure out where we're at on the budget in terms of the loan. So if you look at this right now, there's about $193,000 left. This was as of about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
If you executed this change order, that $57,000 would come off that. That would just be for the gate itself, not the labor, which I'll go over in a minute. Okay. The other thing that happens when you get this close, they stop paying the engineer because they want to make sure the contractor's paid first. So we haven't gotten paid for probably about 6 months. And I explained to them where the budget was at. So they were holding some invoices. They paid us for that. We had a recent invoice the Klein Peter, he's the one doing your wage auditing. So when you look at all that, even if you would do the change order, you still have about $80,000 left, okay, which is good within your loan. I just had to do that in order with SRF before you could consider this change order. So if you go to the next sheet, this is a change order I would ask you to consider. This is basically change order number 10. It's for $54,857. If you look at that, that would increase the contract to about a little less than 11.8 million. If you go to the second sheet, that's Ari Crosby's proposal on that gate. You can see it's a 6x4 gate, so it's pretty hefty. And then there's a price there. I think there's a quote there from American. They're actually getting it from American Pump and Supply, so they're basically buying it, applying a 15% gate markup, which is typical, unfortunately. But Ari Crosby, they don't want anything to do with this. They don't want to install it, and which is understandable. They're basically done. American Pump will install this. The issue is the install cost is roughly, I think it was like 70 total. So the install cost is about $20,000 plus my gas company. But they don't pay Davis Bacon wage rates. They can't meet all the SRF requirements. So if you would approve this change order, I can run the gate equipment through the project. Ari Crosby will buy it. They'll deliver it to site, and then American Pump can install it. The issue is that additional 20 to 35,000 for them to install it, do bypass pumping. I can't rope it into the project because they can't meet the SRF requirements. That would have to come out of your normal operating fund. But I've gotten the majority of it paid for in terms of the gate.
Okay.
So if Natalie knows that those funds are available, which maybe no right now, and I apologize, I was working up until right before the meeting to get this price for me. You can see the dates on it. Now, the only reason I brought it tonight was because the gate cost could go up starting March 1st, material costs. So you can table it. The gate cost may go up a little bit, may not. Or the other thing you may consider is approving it contingent on Natalie looking into if those funds were available for the install to be paid out of your local funds. And I can follow up with her tomorrow and Friday on that. And then I can get it to the contractor and SRF, and if they approve it, they can issue a PO for the gate. Or we can wait, either one. I just want to make sure that that's where I'm at on this, in terms of helping Highway out.
I feel like we need it regardless, right?
I for sure don't have a problem passing out on a contingent, just making sure we got the funds in the wastewater budget. I get what you're saying, we need it though too, so that,
Yeah,
kind of
if
stuff.
nothing else, we get it. Either way, we have to
Yeah.
get it installed by somebody. At least we're having it paid through the SRF,
Yeah.
the gate part of it.
No, I agree. I'd just like to hear it from Madeline that
Right.
we got the funds sitting there. So we
Well, I mean, another thing is, do we have options once we get the gate to maybe get more quotes, or to see if we can get a cheaper install from somebody?
We
Or
could, I would recommend going with people that provided the gate,
Gotcha.
because I think Riley already got quotes from 3 people. I think they were the cheapest of the 3.
okay.
But they included the gate and the labor. They do
Oh, I
pretty
see.
good work.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
you've used them before.
Well, I actually happened to be out there when we
yeah,
saw what was going on. And
Right.
it was like, don't touch it.
No, okay.
Do not touch this. And went through that. Yeah, they've been out there and helped Riley too. So yeah,
I would bring the whole quote to you, but I've only broken it up. So
Yeah,
we
I
can get
see.
the
Yeah, I
material.
thought this is the best. Best option. Do you agree? Yeah, that's why I'd recommend that we go ahead and that's just my stance on it. Go ahead and purchase it.
I'd still like to put the contingent in there, just if that's okay with
Yeah,
that. I mean,
I'm fine with that.
just at least we can hear it,
Right.
at least make a decision from there. Does that sound okay?
Make a motion then to buy the position gate for $57,000. The contingency that we have funds for the install from American Pump.
I'll second.
And we have approval for change order number 10 on contingent of funds available for install. Any further discussion?
Oh, sure.
All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
What I may ask is, just so we don't have to track it down, Mark, maybe you could sign it tonight.
Yep.
But have Natalie hold it and not send it to me until you and I talk, or I talk with Matt. Does that sound fair?
That sounds fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. All right. Perfect, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You're welcome.
All right, tower lease. Did you have anything else for the tower lease that, that Andy brought
No,
or wanted to bring?
so I forget if Andy brought it up specifically or not, but there were some changes that are going back and forth between our office and them.
Yes.
The most recent changes we haven't seen approved yet. So the version you're seeing is the last version from our office. They accepted most of our changes, and there's just a couple more nitty gritty stuff that's in there, but otherwise they just haven't approved this specific version yet. So we're not, probably not be able to move forward with it just because we can't get their confirmation on it, but that'll probably be a next meeting task.
Okay, perfect, okay,
No worries.
so we'll table this, all right. I wasn't sure if it was back yet or not, so great.
I have not, checked right before coming in here, I had not seen anything from Andy or anyone.
Okay.
Since our last conversation, so.
Okay, sounds great, good. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, and then we can go to the plat then. Let's go ahead and finish the plat piece of it.
Okay. Okay, so we're ready for some signatures. We are. Yeah, where's this side? So we can use here, and I know you brought this down and everything. So because not everyone's a good
Downtown Busco subdivision. I didn't know they called it that.
I actually didn't know that. I've been going on this all day.
Or right, it was houses.
Yeah, it's like,
So we'll have a preview sign, and then anyone's here for these signatures. If we can get them today, great. If not, what we're gonna do is just hold it with your signatures on there, and then Natalie can just witness whenever they sign.
And I know this was in front of us before, but we need to approve this again, right?
Yes.
Okay.
if we're cleaning up some stuff, it was,
Yeah, I think that's
wasn't there like a alley or something going through the library?
yeah, there was. Yeah, I think there was just an alley or something like that, wasn't it?
And then I think what was delaying it was utility easements
Easements, yeah.
as well.
Perfect.
Did they make those plots of land? I think it was A and B easement for us. I suggested it would have been right there between Windsor and Washington.
What they call block A and B.
Yeah, block A and B, did they?
I-
And then there was a foundation right there by Orchard Lane. That was the other one, which you
come up
maintained.
here.
Yeah,
I never heard it there.
because there's stuff coming, Maple Hill Edition.
Hey, Mark, real quick, just so you know, we're actually taking care of that piece from them.
Block
We're all
one.
good with
Yeah,
this
it
version.
looks like they did.
What,
Blanket
block
utility.
1 and 2?
Okay.
And blanket block 2,
Okay.
blanket utilities.
Okay,
So
yep.
my suggestion, there's water mains running through here.
Okay, so this is good.
Yeah,
This has been approved.
Little foundation stuff. We
So
just
there, I can
maintain
talk about this for years.
And this is an
Just
actually,
explain
an
those.
Yeah,
auxiliary
it's
place for us through.
Yeah, because these
From
are just
there,
gonna
sorry.
stay grass.
No, you're
There's just
fine.
big grass.
That's fine. I get it.
I said, we'll maintain them like we did. So they, the library would have to do it, but this is where we take all the snow from here to Lime Street. So I said, just keep it if they don't mind, and fine. Yeah, and they got rid of this. And they keep this, that Orchard Lane, and there.
That was the divide. That's what some people had some concerns about, but it's just gonna stay what it is now. There won't be curbing or anything in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So that's in
That's
the
a
DD.
Yes. They did
That's
it.
the contingent,
We wanted it as a town.
that we just need to look and make sure the
And
money
then
is
lot,
Yep, I'll get with that on tomorrow.
okay, so we're twisting it around, so that means that
Lot 3.
lot 3 is the existing building. And the parking area that goes up to lot 2, which belongs to.
Neilani and.
There's one where you guys used to, that's where you park.
those changes happen, Jerry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we use
That you were
the way that we
saying.
wanted.
Okay, perfect. Okay,
Thanks.
Thank you.
well, take a motion if you guys are interested.
Make a motion that we approve the plat for the downtown Busco subdivision for the PNC bought and associated.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for the approval of the plat for downtown Busco subdivision. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Do we need permanent markers for this?
Maybe, actually did not think about that. I know I brought a couple of stronger pens there we can try.
Good night.
All right,
I have
perfect.
Alright.
Excuse me.
All right. So while we're waiting on that, we're gonna jump back to the tower lease. We did get the confirmation from Andy that it's good to go.
Good deal.
So you just wanted to talk about that just
Yeah,
a little bit?
so the main changes that have been made between the original and now, there are three main things. Basically, we can't install anything later that would, what they say, materially interfere with the tower's functions or what they're doing there. It's pretty standard stuff.
Right.
And then if needed, they could ask us to do a study to make sure that what we install again doesn't create any of that interference or issues. And then the last thing is just that we can't lease the land next door for another tower. Those are kind of the three main material changes. Everything else has kind of just been stylistic stuff. But otherwise, those are the three main changes. We did get approval. I think it was believed just earlier this afternoon. So we can go ahead. And if you guys approve of it, we can go ahead and move forward with it.
We also need to suspend the rules first, since that was the first reading, right?
Yes.
Yeah. To vote on it tonight, so we have to suspend the rules first, vote on that, and then we'll have to approve this, and we'll vote on it.
Think that would work.
I'm colorblind, so that's I'm not the correct person.
I feel like those three things are pretty standard.
Pretty standard, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, otherwise though, I looked at it, we had two other attorneys look at it, everything good on our end. So I think we're good.
So we need to suspend. That's the second reading, is that what it is?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just need to suspend, so we can pass it on the first read.
Make a motion to suspend the second reading.
Second.
So, we have a motion and a second on the table for the suspension of the rules to pass this on the first reading. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, now we can go to the contract itself then. So that'd be the lease with the APC towers.
Make a motion, we approve the lease of APC for the cell tower.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the table for approve the lease for the APC towers for LLC. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Anything else? Can you sign anything?
No,
Fancy?
it just, she just needs to notarize. All right. Yeah, black pen. Go ahead. I think if you want to sign it, come on up, you can sign that now too.
The other one.
What's that?
On that other side, I think you had one.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, you have to sign twice.
Okay. I missed that one. Maybe. There, what's that? Thank you.
The marker, sir.
All right. Any other new business need to be brought up?
Not for myself.
Okay.
As we take a look, I mean, we've got the plat right here and with lot 3, and I guess, you know, we've got the PNC building. We've been planning and talking for a long time about the library going in. I know that it was kind of a dream that was coming true, and then it kind of fell away, and then we got a second chance at getting our library in. I think I would like to make a motion that we donate lot 3 to the library with the condition that we will have a memorandum of understanding that we'll get to use the library building as a council to host our meetings. And also, one thing I have a question about that didn't come up until just now, our sign resides on that property at this point in time, correct? And the
PNC sign?
The PNC sign.
That should have
slash
been a separate piece of property.
That's
Isn't that forward triangle?
Yeah.
It is separate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's its own.
okay, it's separate.
Yeah.
However,
So
the
we don't-
electricity does not.
Okay,
That was the stipulation,
okay,
because they actually put that in and said we would just do it, but yes, that plot should be to us for the
Okay.
sign itself.
all right, so we'll have to include that on a memorandum of understanding, but
Mhm.
I guess I'd like to make a motion that we donate that portion of property to the library, with the understanding that we'll have a memorandum of understanding for usage and for the foreseeable future.
So it would be our, basically, because we kind of share it, right, with what is it, Willie County Foundation.
Okay,
So
that-
our part of it is kind of what, you know, what you're saying, basically.
Right, so
we would
our-
pay back, our
yes.
share, yeah, okay.
our share would be dissolved and they will take care.
Gotcha,
Once it becomes the library's property.
Once the library's in there, then I think the foundation is set to forgive.
Right, yeah, so
the
we're basically,
library
yeah,
bill.
yeah.
Have we got that original, for sure from the foundation?
That was in those original paperwork, so
Yeah.
you can't change that. I mean, that was the original agreement.
Yeah,
So
okay,
as long as that was by 2028,
yeah, you're right.
so you will satisfy that. And I think with the team of players, sorry, I'm speaking out of turn.
Yeah,
No, you're fine, you're fine, you're one of the officials.
With the team that's in place right now, everything is full steam ahead.
Okay.
So they're planning fundraisers. There's gonna be, I mean, there's already been the newsletter, the postcard that went out with the desires. They want the community to be involved in this and be a part of it. And there's gonna be, I know 3 fundraisers already. One's gonna come up, it's gonna be a hire for your hefty or private donations. But July 4th celebration is gonna be a big 250 celebration year. We're planning a picnic, cookout, whole parking lot, bring the community in, family, work day, you know, it's just community unity. Cherubusco needs a great win, and I see this as a wonderful opportunity to unite everybody.
Yeah, appreciate, there's definitely been a handful of people that's put a lot of
A lot of
energy and
hours
effort
work.
into it, and I've had a couple, conversations with some people, and yeah, I feel like, like you start off by saying this was something that we wanted, realized would be a good thing for the community, so.
Well, and another win for you guys, the library is setting itself up. There's been a lot of changes at the library, so they are set to take over bills. It's gonna financially release some burden for the town in the future, and
And I know that's one of the, questions and concerns that, I had people that in the past addressed and, was asking about is just kind of how would we sustain this, so I think that's another kind of win from the town standpoint is now we don't have to
you've got
worry
everybody
about
on the same
that,
page. You've got Community Foundation, DECO, the Wood Foundation. Those are 3 big ones that wanna unite to make this happen, so.
I think,
Cherubusco partnering with it, you guys partnering with it, it would be great.
And what's great is that, it's going to be funded by private donations and grants. Like we want to, and it would not cost the town additional funds.
Well, and it won't just be a library, let's be clear on that too. It will be a community center where the seniors can be, where children, we have problems in Cherubusco with our youth and suicide. It's going to be a safe place. So definitely a benefit.
Great.
yeah, I'm on board, so I'll
Okay.
second that, Devin.
We have a motion and a second on the table for the donation of the PNC Bank to the library. With the understanding there'll be a memorandum of understanding completed before that, allowing us to host our meetings there. Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks for all the hard work.
Thank you.
All right. Jeremy, anything other than your report?
I don't have any English questions.
Okay. I didn't.
Okay.
Riley, I didn't hear anything from Riley. Dustin,
Just the trainings for the guys coming up. Rob's going to one. I'd like to go to one as long as you guys approve it. And Zach Murphy, instructor development. That's something I have to take before they can become a second motor skill instructor. So they can help teach classes and help out throughout the whole county. Like we rely on certain instructors from the county or from South Whitley or
sure.
like to add a few more. I'm the only one that's in the town, and
Okay.
they both asked for that. So other than that, and then
I approved both of them, so they're signed.
okay, and then I had a little dealing with Madeline today. I asked her about getting reimbursement, and she advised me today that Natalie writes those checks now. She doesn't write them, so I don't know. She said it had to be approved by you guys for reimbursement. So I
It
don't
was
know.
approved in the claims that they.
Yeah, it's approved.
Perfect.
I got the check in the office.
Okay. No, I didn't know anything that was changed, so that's why I went through.
No problem. No problem. Thank you. All right, Rick?
Yeah, nice day, last couple of days, we were able to get outside and stuff, and, playground and people at the park, a lot of people at the park. I thought it was turtle days already.
Good, well, that's good, I guess.
And, trail looks good, mulch trail looks real good. Had, high school softball practice in the outfield of Diamond 2 today, which is encouraging. It's supposed to get colder here coming up this weekend and stuff, but, that's all I have to do.
Great. Thanks for all your hard work, Rick. Appreciate it. All right, Nathan, you have anything?
Nothing for me.
Devin,
I don't know.
you have anything else? I don't have anything else.
The only thing I have is we've been working with the bank to get ACH set up for utility customers, and that's finally all set up.
Oh, good.
So we're sending letters and the bills for March, that people can give us their information, and it'll be a free or a fee-free way to pay through auto pay, which people have been asking for.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome.
All right, we stand adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for all your help.
Yeah, a lot of complications. So I saw the one where he was like, we haven't got anything yet.